Earlier this week on Top Fuel Dragster, a part flew off of the ride and struck a guest waiting in line. The ride hasn't reopened since the accident, and it was recently announced that it would be out of service for the rest of the 2021 season. This has led to many people questioning this fan-favorite Intamin Stratocoaster's future at the roller coaster capital of the world. In this video, I'd like to share my thoughts on the situation and discuss Cedar Point's future with Top Fuel Dragster. So the guest who got hit was in line for Dragster, so I imagine the park will want to heavily modify the queue line to keep people safe. But the question is, given how landlocked the park is, how will they keep the line away from the launch track? Like, they really can't unless they want to delete the entire Gemini Midway. I'm actually surprised that they haven't modified the queue for Dragster before the accident. For those of you who don't know, Kingda Ka at Six Flags Great Adventure and Safari, Top Flow Dragster's sister coaster, had an accident a couple months after it opened when a test train was sent down the track, and brake fins and other various parts were ripped from the launch track. Nobody got hurt, as the park wasn't open for the day yet, but this forced the park to close the original queue line of Kingda Ka, which went directly under the launch track, to ensure that nobody would get hit with a flying brake fin. How this accident occurred, I don't know, but you would think that since Dragster and Ka are basically the same ride, Cedar Point would take extra safety precautions to make sure nobody would get hit with a part from their ride, right? Wrong. Cedar Point took the risk, and they paid the price for it with this accident. So how could they make it so there was no possible way that anybody could get hit? The options are extremely limited. The only way is I could see a new queue is them somehow working it under Iron Dragon west of the brake run. But then there's the fact that what if something flew off of the brake run into the new queue? So the only way that the park can ensure that everybody is completely safe is enclosing the queue and or the launch track and brake run. But then they would have to buy air conditioning for the closed queue. And if they enclose the launch track, what if it overheats in there because of how fast the train is going and it causes a fire? And then what if something flies off the launch track and they can't tell because the track is inside, and then they send the next train and it derails at 100 miles an hour? I mean, the possibilities are endless. This ride is so unreliable and is a literal nightmare for the park. If anything happens like this again, I'm calling it right now. Dragster is going to be immediately out. It's done. Gone. I think Dragster is going to be on its way out regardless if another accident happens or not. The money that the park is spending on this ride is crazy. I mean, I talked about this in my roller coaster that could be gone in the future video. This ride breaks down so much it's not even funny. So, will this ride get removed? I think if it does, it's all going to happen in the next couple of years. This ride has a crazy amount of problems. But wait a minute, Cedar Point fanboy. Before you start crying, there's another possibility for Top Flow Dragster. What if they upgraded the entire ride? Something like adding an LSM launch, which are a lot less complex than the hydraulic launches that Top Flow Dragster features. The only problem with that is that retrofitting the launch would be crazy expensive and complicated. So, what do I think will happen? I honestly have no idea, but whatever happens, this ride will have some sort of successor if it gets removed, like a modern 500-foot tall version, since everybody loves Dragster. If it does get removed, it definitely won't be this year or next year, since the Wicked Twister just got removed. They should take a while to see if they can fix the ride once and for all, and if they can't, then at that point removal will become a definite possibility. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. Remember, none of what I said here was confirmed. It's just all of my thoughts and speculation. Also, if you dislike the video because of an opinion I have, then you're just soft. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.